morning, Cross Timbers. Today is Tuesday, April 9, 2013. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I am Dallas Burch. In today's headlines, Japan increasingly nervous about North Korea nukes. Local storm chasers prepare for severe weather. Student body elections on campus. San Antonio lawmakers push ahead on cybersecurity. New Mexico school bus crashes, driver dead. Louisville Cardinals defeat the Michigan Wolverines. Now today's top story. According to the Associated Press, Japan is getting more nervous about North Korea's nuclear threats.
From the airwaves of North Korean television, signs that tensions remain high in the Pacific. Students in military uniforms practicing their shooting, denouncing joint military exercises between the United States and South Korea. This student says, as I fire guns thinking about bringing this situation to an end, I feel great, as if I swept off the warmongers in the White House and Pentagon. While the military exercises between the U.S. and its Korean ally are routine, North Korea says they are rehearsals for an invasion and that it needs nuclear weapons to defend itself. Military officials say the nation has moved a missile with considerable range to its east coast, but it is a missile believed to have limited reach, not able to hit the U.S. Some of the saber rattling seen as a way for new leader Kim Jong-un to establish his rule. In South Korea, the tensions have people nervous. This observation point along the border still drawing tourists for a peek into North Korea.
I think it's just a verbal threat to maybe he's being a new leader, that he has to start something a little bit more exciting.
I'm very scared because include Japan and Guam, so we are very scared about the missile.
South Korea's defense ministry says it is possible that missile could have the range to reach Guam. Lee Powell, The Associated Press.
The AP Exchange reports that it is easy for Americans to write off North Korea's threats, but it is difficult for their neighboring countries to do the same. The situation is not likely to happen, but Japan worries that North Korea could attack Tokyo or the U.S. military bases on Japan's mainland. In local news, according to the Empire-Tribune, a group of thrill seekers will be riding out severe thunderstorms today and tomorrow. The Quad County Storm Chasers' mission is to bring public awareness to severe weather and the danger that might come with it. Founding member and Stephenville resident Miguel Chavarria said that his interest in photography is what prompted him to form the group in 2009. Chavarria told the Empire-Tribune he started out taking pictures of lightning and it escalated after capturing his first strike. Chavarria later enlisted the help from a few friends that now are the Quad County Storm Chasers. The 6-person team has chased storms all across Texas and also in Oklahoma. One of the most memorable storms for the team was an F5 tornado they stumbled upon in Oklahoma. Chavarria isn't expecting anything quite exciting to happen tonight, but the Quad County Storm Chasers are hoping to get good footage of the storm. Some of the team's footage has been featured on CNN and CBS News. In campus news, the runoff for student body president has begun. There are 2 candidates running for the position, Chance Serta and Jay Johnson. Both students were busy with meetings and were unable to give interviews. If you have not yet voted for the 2013-2014 Texan class body president, then do so by the end of today. You may vote by going online to orgsync.com. Yesterday, Texan News Service interviewed some students at the campus dining hall about the election and asked whether they have voted or not.
Hi, my name is Emily Miller from the Texan TV News Service. Today was the first day to vote in the runoff election between Chance Serta and Jay Johnson. Here in the dining hall, we will be asking the students if they have voted yet or not, and if not, encouraging them to vote on orgsync.com. Hi, Monica, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Good. Have you voted today? Yeah, I have. You have? Wonderful. Perfect. And sir, have you voted?
No, ma'am, I haven't.
You have not voted? Did you know it's really easy? You can just get on orgsync.com, click on the organization's link, and it's good to go.
Okay.
You have one more day.
In state news from the AP Exchange, a Republican lawmaker sees a need for state cybersecurity coordinator to lessen the state's vulnerability to hackers. On Monday, April 7th, the House Technology Committee had 2 pending chief bills aimed at cybersecurity this session. State Representative Lyle Larson of San Antonio asked the legislature to create chief cybersecurity position that will heighten awareness of potential attacks to the state's computer system. This bill will entail that the cybersecurity coordinator will be established under the state's Department of Information Resources. In national news, according to the Associated Press, a school bus drove off of a road in New Mexico, injuring 9 students and killing the bus driver. The bus went off the road in a rural area of New Mexico and got lodged in an embankment. 69-year-old Pat Valdez was driving the bus and had a heart attack, which caused the crash, and he died from the accident. The bus was carrying a mix of elementary, middle school, and high school students. 2 students suffered broken bones, while the others were not injured. In sports, according to the Associated Press, the Louisville Cardinals won the NCAA Men's Final Four championship by defeating the Michigan Wolverines 82-76. It was a very close game, and the Wolverines led for most of the game, but the Cardinals prevailed in the end by the leadership of point guard Peyton Siva and leading scorer Luke Hancock. According to the press, by clinching the victory last night, head coach of the Cardinals, Rick Pitino, is the only coach in Division I history to win the national championship with 2 different schools. Along with last night's victory, Pitino was elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame. According to AP, when interviewed after the game, Pitino commented, "This team is one of the most together, toughest, and hard-nosed teams. Being down never bothered us, they just come back." The Louisville women's basketball team will also be playing tonight in the Women's Final Four National Championship, where they are looking to pull off the upset against number 1 seeded Connecticut Huskies. Now for today's weather. According to weather.com, today's high is 79 degrees with overcast skies and winds coming from the south at 25 to 35 miles per hour. Later on tonight, there is a 60% chance of some strong thunderstorms with damaging winds, large hail, and possibly a tornado with south-southeast winds shifting to north-northeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Today's broadcast was produced by Ian Traub, Tyler McConaughey, Emily Miller, Kaylee Bedingfield, Jasmine Sullivan, and JT Williams. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook and Twitter. I am Dallas Burch. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.